Found a glitch in Stalker 2 that allows you to get an exoskeleton armor way sooner than what the devs intended, and today I'm going to show you how to do it. Let's get to it. So this is the Operator exoskeleton. It is one of the few exoskeletons that has a sprint upgrade to it. Normally you're unable to get this exoskeleton armor until you've progressed pretty far in the main storyline. However, there's a little bit of a glitch that allows you to just skip all that and go get it right from pretty much day one. The first thing to get this, you need to play through the main storyline just a little bit, just enough to get across the bridge to open up the majority of the map. And that is because you're going to need to get to Yaniv Station. I guess that's how you pronounce that. I don't know. The Y-A-N-I-V station. You can see it here on the map. Now, pretty much everywhere north of this station is blocked off until you progress far enough through the game's main storyline in order to unlock it. First, there is a massive train that is just blocking majority of the path. Then, if you try to get on either sides of the train here or here, terrain is going to block you, and or if there is a path, it's going to immediately kill you with radiation. How the game solves this, I don't know. I haven't got that far in the main story yet because I'm slacking. I do know that there is a door that is currently locked for me at Yaniv Station that leads to this other side, so maybe that's how they solve the problem. But there's also a bridge. You just get tons of radiation when you try to cross it, so maybe there's a way to bypass that too. But none of that really matters because all you need to do is go to Yaniv Station. Once you're facing the main door, like you see me doing here in the video, you are going to run to your left. And you're going to see a train car that is open, and there's going to be a bunch of poison inside of it. Inside of that train is one of the poltergeist mutants. I don't know what their real name is. I call them that because they throw stuff at you, but it is a green cloud or disguised as a green cloud, and you're going to need to take that out. If you stay at some distance, you'll be relatively safe. Sometimes you can just fire directly inside the train car from a distance with a sniper rifle and kill it. Other times it wants to go to the backside where you don't have clear line of sight, and you got to do like I did here in the video. Anyway, you want to take that out. Now, before doing any of this, there is another OP exoskeleton armor that you can get that makes some of this a bit easier and affords you a little bit more protection in this area. If you want to go get that, I'll link to the video down below. I show you how to get that one. The downside to that one is you cannot sprint. It's still really strong, gives you a ton of carry weight, but you can't sprint in it. Once you've taken out the poltergeist mutant thingy, you are going to run up this little ramp that you see here on the train car. You're going to throw some bolts in there or just run through the poison clouds. They don't do a ton of damage. You can just run through them relatively quickly. There will be an artifact here called Moonlight. It may be random. I'm not sure. There was the Moonlight there for me, so you may want to pick that up. Now, off the back of this train car, you will see a ramp there, and it looks like they want you to just jump down over to that other little spot there and get out of the train car. However, they leave you enough distance here, and with that ramp, you can actually jump the gap to the train car there on the other side and land just on the edge of it, enough to get enough purchase that you can climb up on top of it. This may take you a few tries. Sometimes I can do it in the first try with no problem at all. Other times I had a bit of a struggle, like when I was trying to record this video. If you do miss it, it's no big deal. Just run back around and try again. As you can see here, it is doable. Once you get up to the top of it, you can easily just jump over top. And now you're across the other side of the train, past the barrier of where it wants you to be if you haven't progressed far enough in the storyline. All right, now that you're on the other side of the map where you're not supposed to be, let's go get the armor. It's a pretty straight line to the location you need to go. This is that location. You shouldn't run into much issues getting there. Once you are there, there are the little rat creatures hopping around in this area, so just forewarn, you may run into some of them. You're gonna make your way to the backside. There is a blue truck right next to a small building. You want to jump up on top of that blue truck, and from there, you should be able to jump onto that small awning and then get on top of the building so that we can follow this pipe. You have to follow this pipe and be on top of it in order to get inside of the building that houses the armor. Do note that this entire pipe is lined with a bunch of the electrical anomalies, so equip your bolt and get ready to toss a bunch of them as you run along the pipe. Once you get to the back of the pipe, you will see a large hole in the side of the building, and there is a small little spot where there is some rubble sticking out. You just want to jump this gap and land on that rubble. Don't sprint. I find it's easier to do if you don't sprint. And then right here is the armor just setting on a shelf. Next to it, you'll also find a treasure chest with a bunch of goodies. Now that you got your armor, let's talk about getting back so that you can upgrade your armor. So what you are going to do is you are just going to head back to Yaniv Station. We're going back here for two reasons. One, it's one of the easiest ways to get back across to the other side, and two, it holds one of the few technicians that I know can upgrade this armor. So once you've made it back to Yaniv Station, you can see there is a path on the back side of it. You just want to go to that path, and there will be a door there. Once you get close enough to the main building, that door is locked, but if you look directly to the left, there is a fence with some pallets there. All you have to do is jump up on top of the pallets, and then you can jump over the fence. The fence has barbed wire, so you're going to catch a little bit of bleed, but just heal after it, and there you go. Now you're back over to the other side. Now let's talk about why why this armor is so good and why you want to make it one of the first things you go and get. So head back inside the station, go talk to Harpy. Harpy will give you all of the upgrades that we're about to talk about. And if you need money for those upgrades, I have a video showing you how to get infinite money. I will also link that down below. So you can see that it has a bunch of weight reduction as well as a bunch of increases to resistances. You can pick whether you want to specialize in electrical and chemical protection or thermal protection. The big one here is the sprint upgrade, allowing you to sprint with this armor, and you also get a stamina regeneration buff. It increases your stamina regen by 5%. That's another awesome upgrade that you can get. It does have a few upgrades that you're going to need blueprints for in order to get, but even without those, it's still really good. You also get some upgrades to your radiation protection, giving you almost max radiation protection in this thing, and it's going to give you 3 lined slots that allow you to equip artifacts where you don't suffer any radiation. Plus, if you get the blueprint for it, you can get a 4th lined slot, as well as if you get the blueprint for it, you can get a 5th slot unlocked, meaning you'll be able to equip a total of 4 artifacts without suffering any radiation issues, as well as equip a 5th one that doesn't give you radiation, probably one of the radiation resistance ones. Once you get this thing fully upgraded, I do advise stacking a bunch of the endurance artifacts. Even if they are weak, it makes a massive difference in how often and how much you can sprint. It also increases how fast your stamina regens and overall just feels very OP. All right, and that is going to wrap it up for this one. If you all found this video helpful and informational, please consider hitting the subscribe button and notification bell so you can be notified when I upload other videos. And if you're looking for some more of my content, you can find a link to another one of my videos on the screen right now. I want to give an absolute massive shout out and thank you to all of my channel supporters for helping to keep these videos sponsor free. You all are absolutely amazing people. If you would like to become an official channel supporter, check out the links in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you're shy, you don't like to comment, just hit that thumbs up button and share your support. Until next time, thanks for watching.